When the Titanic was launched, it was at the height of health and safety. It actually had more lifeboats than it was required by law. So you may be wondering, why were there spaces on lifeboats? And there are a couple of reasons. Firstly, at first the crew wanted to get the lifeboats away from the ship as quick as possible to avoid a splash back when the ship sinks. And also, people were scared to go on these lifeboats because it was a big drop down. And recently, people had recently been unalived after getting into a lifeboat from a ship. During the film The Titanic, it often looks at first class and third class and forgets the second class. But an interesting stat is you had more chance of surviving the Titanic if you were a third class woman than you were if you were in first class as a man. There's also a lot of discussion about the bars dividing the different classes on the ship, but this was because the US government had legislation that there had to be dividing sections on the ship between the different classes to stop the spread of disease.
In the comments down below, put what your favourite Titanic fact is.
There's an example on the Titanic when one of the crew was telling third class passengers to get on the lifeboats. Some wouldn't go because they didn't want to leave their possessions behind. One of the people done dirty by history is Bruce Ismay, and he's often portrayed badly in films, and throughout his life he suffered. And this was because he went on one of the lifeboats and he was seen as taking a place of a child or a woman. But this is not true. When he got on them, all the children and women at the place where the lifeboats were being launched were all on the lifeboats anyway. So he wasn't taking anyone's place. He got on the boat and escaped, obviously. But if he stayed, he would have been unalived. It's important to add, it would have been pointless if he just stayed on the boat anyway, because there had just been a spare seat in a lifeboat. It would have just been a wasted seat. So I don't think he did anything wrong, really.